Towards the center of our brains is a tiny pinecone-shaped gland that produces serotonin, melatonin, which regulate waking and sleeping cycles. This is known as the pineal gland, and it also plays a crucial role in regulating our moods. The pineal gland is a kind of light gauge for the body, receiving information about the length of daylight from the eyes and sending out hormones throughout the body accordingly. This process is known as circadian rhythm, which is important in determining the sleeping and feeding patterns of all animals, including human beings. The pineal gland informs your entire body, whether it's light or dark, the different seasons that we encounter, and whether the days are getting longer or shorter. Science is presently exploring the possibility that the pineal gland produces DMT, or dimethyltryptamine, which is a neurotransmitter, a type of chemical messenger which transmits signals across a chemical synapse, which creates a natural psychedelic state of consciousness. DMT is the most powerful psychedelic substance known to man and is produced naturally in the pineal gland during deep meditation or extraordinary conditions such as birth, sexual ecstasy, extreme physical stress, and near-death experiences. DMT also alters our dream consciousness when it is released into the bloodstream during the rapid eye movement phase of sleep. Many believe that if we can access the full potential of the pineal gland, it may well hold the key for unlocking the true potential of humanity. The activated pineal gland has been connected with spirituality for quite literally thousands of years. Its distinctive pine cone shape illustrates a perfect Fibonacci sequence and is found in art and artifacts of many ancient civilizations and cultures around the world, and it is often associated with enlightenment and even immortality. In Assyria, winged genii is depicted carrying buckets and cones, an image that is often found in palace reliefs, such as the palace of King Sargon II at Dur Sharak in present-day Khorsabad, Iraq. The carvings date to 713 to 716 BC and show winged figures which use the pine cones in rituals of either purification or fertilization. In ancient Egypt, the symbol of the pine cone is found depicted on the staff of Osiris, which features two serpents that intertwine on their way up the staff and capped with a pine cone. This serpent rising symbolism is viewed by some as being connected to the Hinduism concept of Kundalini awakening, in which a coiled snake energy flows upward through the spine, activating each chakra as it progresses, eventually reaching the third eye, which in the staff of Osiris would be represented by the pine cone symbol. The snake is one of the oldest and most commonly used symbols across a myriad of ancient cultures to signify wisdom, death, resurrection, fertility, and procreation. In Mexico, the Aztec goddess of agriculture, nourishment, and plenty, named Chicamicotl, is often associated with corn. However, some researchers claim that her image can also be found holding pine cones in one hand. In Greece and Rome, Italy, the god known as Dionysus to the ancient Greeks and Bacchus to the ancient Romans was often shown holding a staff covered with ivy leaves, topped with a pine cone. This symbolic staff was known as a thyrus and was carried and used by mystics in their rituals to induce sexual desire. Spiritual traditions associate the pineal gland with the third eye of inner vision, insight, and wisdom. Mystic and esoteric spiritual traditions suggest that it serves as a metaphysical connection between the physical and the spiritual worlds, and scientific research is beginning to validate the relationship between the pineal gland and vision, for many reasons, including its location deep in the center of the brain and its connection to light. Pinealocytes that resemble the rods and cones in the retina of our eyes can be found in the interior of the pineal gland, and the pineal gland even has retinal tissue and the same physical wiring to the brain's visual cortex. The pineal gland does appear to be a third eye, and yet how ancient cultures had an awareness of this is entirely unclear. In Hindu tradition, the third eye is called the Ajna chakra, the sixth primary chakra, also known as the third eye chakra. Hindus believe that a blocked third eye chakra leads to uncertainty, confusion, jealousy, cynicism, and pessimism. But when the third eye is open, we perceive reality differently. We experience more clarity, more intuition, empathy, focus, and decisiveness. Many believe that the pineal gland is essential for spiritual growth, but as we become more toxic, the pineal gland calcifies, risking a loss of connection to higher energies. Stress, a poor diet, exposure to toxins in the environment, electromagnetic fields released by wireless devices, and chemicals such as fluoride and chlorine in water all harden and calcify the pineal gland. Chemicals that are harmful to the pineal gland are found everywhere. Fluoride is in most toothpastes and tap water, and the foods we eat are laden with pesticides, preservatives, and chemicals, and all these are detrimental to unlocking the true potential of the pineal gland. I will further explore ways in which we can avoid such things as best as possible in a bid to decalcify the pineal gland in a separate video on this channel. When activated, you should experience various pineal gland activation symptoms, such as sharper focus and a deep sense of awareness, telepathy, and much more. Pineal gland activation symptoms include sensations of euphoria and oneness that heals the person's mind, offering a deep sense of knowledge and enlightenment. There are studies proving that meditation triggers the pineal gland to produce melatonin, creating the relaxed state of sleep in an awake brain. During meditation, you could try resting your attention onto your third eye region, just above and between your two eyes. You'll know that your third eye meditation is working when you begin to feel either a slight pressure in this region or a pulsating sensation. It can feel as though there is a tiny little heartbeat in your forehead. Sun gazing is an ancient practice used to aid with the opening of the third eye chakra and enhancing psychic abilities. Sun gazing is the process of staring at the sun during sunrise or sunset. Within the first hour after sunrise or the last hour before sunrise, when the sun's rays are the most gentle. UV is 0 or very much less and therefore doesn't damage the eyes. Sun gazing, however, if not done correctly, can of course damage the retinas of the eyes, and there will be a full video outlining the correct practices of sun gazing on this channel in due course, plus much more related to further exploration of the topic of the third eye and the pineal gland, so make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. Qigong exercises are designed to increase sensitivity to the flow of energy within the body, also known as Qi. Qigong is composed of movements that are typically repeated, strengthening and stretching the body, increasing fluid movement, enhancing balance, and improving the awareness of how the body moves through space. Again, more detail about this in a separate dedicated video coming soon to this channel. Brainwave entrainment is a method to stimulate the brain into entering a specific state by using a pulsing sound, light, or electromagnetic field such as binaural beats, isochronic tones, or meditation machines. The pulse elicits the brain's frequency-following response, encouraging the brain waves to align to the frequency of a given beat to alter your brain waves for the purpose of changing the way you feel. For example, if you are stressed, brainwave entrainment would allow you to slow your brain down and operate from a more relaxed perspective. Certain frequencies or strobe flashes, however, can result in seizures, especially for those with epilepsy, and so caution is of course advised. Research the concept of brainwave entrainment thoroughly and heed the warnings before attempting anything, and build any practice you embark upon slowly. The vast majority of people will experience no ill effects from brainwave entrainment. The most common side effect is simply feeling a little unusual for a while. If you do experience any unwanted side effects, then simply discontinue use. Modern medicine knows very little about the true secret of the pineal gland, and there has been little in-depth research around it. However, this mysterious human organ has drawn increasingly greater interest over the last decade as people become more and more aware of the mystery surrounding it. One final note on the potential of opening your third eye being dangerous. The third eye is a very sensitive part of the body. It lets you see the unseen. Although a calcified and unawakened third eye produces many negative effects on the body and spirit, attempting to forcefully open it can be just as harmful if you are out of balance, or your vibration is too low, or if your chakras are out of alignment or blocked. Work on these things first. Raise your vibration. Resist the temptation to go straight for the third eye. There are no shortcuts, and there are 5 chakras that precede the third eye: the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, and the throat, which will all need work. Don't rush into opening your third eye. Be slow and steady. First, focus on trust, creativity, wisdom, love and healing, and communication. Awareness comes once you have the rest figured out.